What's up guys, welcome back to Elderwood Games. Thomas here, and this week I'm kind of wrapping up April with just kind of how my goal went for this month and also talking a little bit about my goals for next month. So for April, my goal was to work more on my personal tabletop RPG and start to get that working towards being able to be created into a zine. I did get quite a bit of writing done, kind of finalizing some wording and that sort of thing in sort of the rules part of it, but I did have some, I guess you could say, hang-ups in the sort of game master section. I want to make sure that that's fully kind of kitted out with some cool tables, but also like some helpful hints and helpful stuff as well. So that verbiage is just taking a little bit longer than I think I was really expecting it to. So I will still be working on that behind the scenes, and I still think that there's a possibility that I can get that done in time for the end of the year to be able to be released and be able to be sold. So look forward to that, and I'll provide updates on that kind of as the year progresses and as I find motivation to do that some more. As for May is going to be a little bit odd. I will be actually taking a vacation for a couple of weeks in May, going over to England actually to visit family and that sort of thing. And I am very excited. We are planning to go to Warhammer World at least one of the days. So I can't wait to kind of explore the exhibits and all the dioramas and everything, and obviously check out the massive Warhammer store there, and probably come back with even more to add to my pile of motivation, which leads me to my May goal, which my May goal is basically to finish the 2 War Dogs that I have for Chaos Knights. So basically I've built a couple of those out of the Armiger kit. I'm making one into a Mothman themed and then one into a Lizardman themed, which is different than the bigger knights that I've done so far, but it makes sense for the theming around that particular model. So I am excited to work on that, get some color and other ideas down and done for Lizardman, so that way I can more confidently attack his large knight version in the coming months and that sort of thing. I'd like to get it done in May. Obviously, I'll be out for a couple weeks, but I will have basically this week to do a little bit of that, and then the couple weeks when I get back to kind of finish it up and that sort of thing and work toward that. If I get them both done, that'll put me around 1,000 points to be able to at least start playing them before 10th edition ends and maybe get a little bit of a hang on how some of the detachments work, and maybe I can start to pivot into a direction as we move into 11th edition, coming in, late June, early July, and that sort of thing. So hopefully I can get that done. One of them is Mothman themed, and Mothman's scheme is actually fairly quick. So I am fairly confident I could knock that one out. I think with some of the exploration I'll have to do with the Lizardman one, I think that one may take a bit more time. So just depending how I'm feeling this week, I may kick off the Lizardman one to try and get ahead on some of that experimentation, or I may just vote to go ahead and try and knock out the Mothman this week, but we shall see. I am planning to record a couple of videos ahead, so that way there will still be uploads while I'm out, and then when I return, I'll likely have a video that'll include a lot of my stuff from the trip, hopefully some videos of some of the exhibits and dioramas, and probably some other photos just of my trip for me to share with you guys and that sort of thing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.